Houston Texans mini camp underway today. Mandatory attendance unless you're banged up. Guess who we saw out at practice today? C.J. Stroud. And get this, he wasn't just handing the football off, he also was throwing the football. Wow. Perhaps all of this time, our concerns about C.J. Stroud's shoulder were overreactions. After practice today, Stroud shared some laughs about concerns over his shoulder. Here is the starting quarterback of your Houston Texans.
Due to your off-season workout program?
A little bit, just I took this offseason very serious. I'm just working hard. I'm trying to get my body right. So I was here like pretty early with Clint, our strength guy. So I've been working really hard on getting my body right, losing body fat, trying to be faster, stronger. And it went really well, but there's always risk and reward, so there's always risk to working hard. So it was a great off season. I think I got that done, but also, I wouldn't say that was the reason why. Just a lot of everything.
That's in reference to Aaron Wilson on Sports Sunday night, saying, hey, one of the reasons Stroud's shoulder might have general soreness is that Stroud might have been doing a little bit of extra work in the weight room, which lent itself to the same kind of overtraining that we've heard J.J. Watt talk about in the past. Maybe lifting all those tires on Hard Knocks, not the best for your back. And hell, we all know about one of our favorite Houston Texans ever, Brian Cushing, who fought and overcame overtrained athlete syndrome, which is a really tough plight.
Yeah, debilitating illness.
Is it an illness? Okay, Sean, I wasn't 100% sure. Overtrained athlete syndrome. More from C.J. Stroud when asked about everyone freaking out about his injury.
Yeah, I mean, I was already throwing, before you guys see me out there pretty normally. I think y'all don't have much to talk about. So y'all just, everything is blown up in all season. So I'm fine, man. I'm really okay.
Whoa. Hey, CJ, I know you got bigger things to focus on. Winning a Super Bowl for the Houston Texans. Getting to the AFC Championship at least. Helping the Texans win a third straight AFC South. Getting your first career MVP. But CJ, I'm your friend here, okay? I've got some advice for you. You got to keep this in mind. This is huge. There have been very few players who have won this award. It's only been given out for the last 20 years. And when you answer questions like that, you are putting yourself in jeopardy. You could prevent yourself from winning the award. I am, of course, talking about the Good Guy Award, which is given out by the Pro Football Writers Association of America to the member of the NFL's Players Association who is making the media's job easier. And here you are right now saying that the media doesn't have anything to talk about. That Good Guy Award that you won in 2023, but you didn't defend your title last year. It's fine. You can't win it every single year. That's now at risk. That is in jeopardy. What is President DJ Bieneme going to say when he hears you say, oh, it seems like you guys have nothing to talk about? And I know what actually DJ will say, because DJ and I have been talking about this, and we're sort of annoyed by the entirety of this offseason program. But he might have to take a bullet. He might have to fall on the sword. You're saying the media's job is a little more difficult this time of year. It's never difficult for us. We're the media. We talk about sports for a living. We're important. So important. And you can't say that we've got nothing to talk about, even if we do have nothing to talk about, to the point where I said that the Astros won the AL West earlier today because the Mariners lost on a walk-off grand slam last night, and now the Astros have a 3-game lead, which is a season high. We have plenty to talk about, okay? And I know you care about that Good Guy Award. I mean, I saw the picture of you smiling with the actual trophy from that award. And yeah, the smile did seem a little confused and like, what the hell is this? Just a little bit. Wait, this is a real award? Are these bleeps serious? I know that might have been going through your head, but this is an important award. Okay. It's tough. It's tough to win an MVP. There's a lot of good quarterbacks. It's tough to win a Super Bowl. There's a lot of good teams. Don't throw out your chance to win the Pro Football Writers Association Good Guy Award, which is a real thing. And it's really stupid. And I think it's funny.
Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of competition within the Houston Texans for the Good Guy of the Year award.
Well, Joe Mixon, I think, would have won it last year.
Mixon, Will Anderson. Who
That's
knows?
true.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson might be shooting up
C.J.
the
Gardner-Johnson is going to be battling him for sure. Speaking of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Sean, perfect transition. Thank you for helping me out there. We have heard a lot from C.J. Gardner-Johnson the last couple of days. Here's C.J. Gardner-Johnson talking to C.J. Stroud as I guess they were in the midst of photo day for the Texans.
Oh, that's my big brother from Twin. Why you got the breads on? Why you doing like that? Hey, this the best quarterback in the game right now.
C.J. Stroud, best quarterback in the game. Embrace debate. 713-780-3776 to call to text. Can you call someone big brother when you're older than them? C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I just looked this up, 27, born in 1997. C.J. Stroud is definitely younger than that.
Yeah.
Can you call him big brother when your big brother is 23 years old, 4 years younger than you? Can you do that?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think that's why he switched it to twin. You know, he's the big twin brother.
It could be that. Listen, the twin, yes.
He did pivot. He pivoted fast.
They have the same name, so technically they are twins. I think that's why he called him his twin. Okay. But
that's how twins work, yeah.
But as a white, okay, I know you guys know I don't see color or hear color, but is that a term in the community, like calling someone that's your little brother your big brother? Is that a thing? I know Unc, but that's more young people, the old people thing.
Yeah.
That I think at first was part of the community, and then it was hijacked. As we do, we whites, we steal the cool things. Sorry, we're dorks. I don't know if that's a thing. I need to know. 713-780-3776. Tell a white man what's up.
Maybe next time we have DJ Bienemy in here, you can just, what's up, big bro?
Yeah, let's see how that works.
Just see how it lands.
He'll probably make a joke about me being old, so we know how that generally goes. More from C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Guys, you got to get excited for the C.J. Gardner-Johnson era of Texans football because the guy says a lot of interesting things. Here he is, 6 interceptions last year, Super Bowl champion, talking about his aspirations for the rest of his career.
I got 3 more championships in me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I got 3 more. I'm probably gonna win the next 3 years. I got 3.
Your legacy to be.
Wow. Okay, so that's enough. That's C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Sorry, there was a poor job editing there. 3 championships. C.J. Gardner-Johnson just said the Texans are winning the next 3 Super Bowls.
Oh, he said C.J. Gardner-Johnson's winning the next 3.
Oh, wait.
So the Texans are at least getting 1.
That's true. C.J. Gardner
Contract.
Johnson contract. We're looking this up on the fly. 3-year, $27 million contract, but only $10 million guaranteed. So that's basically a 1-year deal. It's the one he signed with the Philadelphia Eagles, I believe, this past offseason. So he might be basically on old Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. That's his first name. CHAUNCEY. He might only be here for 1 year, but it's good to know that the Texans are going to win a Super Bowl for C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah. I do love just going, yeah, I think I got 3 more in me.
I got 3 more in me. And then
3 more.
The next 3.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever like a Patriots player who's ever like, I think I got 3 more championships in me.
Right. The most you would get is Tom Brady when asked about what his favorite championship, he would say the next one, which loved hearing. Oh man, talk about rizehealth.com, RIIZE health.com, promo code 975, 20% off your first order of Rise Reds Max strips. Talking about pants tense. I mean, Tom Brady saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Talking about the next one.
And C.J. Gardner-Johnson also talking about the next three.
The next three. All his. Hopefully the Texans keep him around for all of them.
What if he's right? What if he's actually correct? And like the next three championships will be won by
This
C.J.
might be,
Gardner-Johnson.
Sean, this might be our signature show. We've already made a bold prediction. And even though we were wrong on our last three bold early season Astros predictions,
Yeah.
even though we were wrong, the fourth time's the charm. AL West, call it. It's over. They were 3-game lead on the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
2, we just played C.J. Gardner-Johnson saying he's got 3 Super Bowls left in him, and he's winning the next 3. This is a very consequential show. Just so remember this.
June 10th.
Remember this on 6/10, that the greatest graduate of that, he just made a very important show. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple and on Spotify. If you roast it, I'll read the review on the air. There you go.